Welcome back for another video, guys. A slight teaser for our next video. It was my birthday just a few days ago on the 15th, and the wife got me a scale with a nice little cage on it to weigh the rabbits. So that's exciting. We're gonna start logging that and trying to keep up with all our baby bunnies and just keep up with their growth and see what their average is and see if we can get that to go up. But we'll talk more about that in another video. Today we're going to unbox this. Came today. Super excited about it. Let's get into it. Used Uncle Jim's. This one feels light. These are the... So, we got... I think I did like 2,000 red wigglers. And then there was a promo code that he put out that were free. You could get like 250 extra red wigglers. And I went with 100 European night crawlers. So let's go open these jokers up. I had red wigglers a while back, and it was in my tub that I have in the chicken coop, the old bathtub, and I did something a little wrong with my drain, and it just they didn't make it. I thought it was draining water properly when I first set it. Well, it was draining water properly when I first set it up, but then over a little bit of time, it was not working right, and they did not make it, unfortunately. These guys look like they're alive. Hi. Hi, sweetie. Look at you. So here's our European night crawlers and these ones.
Daddy,
Yeah, love.
I don't want to drive.
Huh?
I don't want to drive.
Okay, you don't have to drive it yet. She's still scared of driving her Barbie Jeep. Oh yeah, ton of red wigglers in here. Let me turn my flashlight on and we'll shine it down in here. Let's go get our bin set up. Super excited for this. Well, if I was just a tad bit more responsible, we would have already taken the videos of doing this part, and we'd just be putting the worms in, but I'm not that responsible. So I have this old shade cloth, and as you can see inside of here, there's their drain. You can't really access it any from the inside. So what I plan on doing here is I'm just going to put this around it just like this with a couple zip ties, and that'll keep the worms from being able to crawl out and let the water drain out. And then we're gonna start throwing some material in here and dump our worms in. So that's what we're gonna do. Water's dripping out of those nicely. So we are ready to go and get some materials. We're gonna start with some wood chips and then just kind of work our way up from there. So we have a nice little base layer of wood chips in both beds. Now we are gonna go grab a couple quick loads of leaves, and then we will harvest some of our rabbit manure. We got our leaves in there, and then we also cleaned up underneath of our rabbit hutches and got that some hay and manure spread around in here. Just kind of throwing a little bit of water in. Just kind of made it a little bit damp in here. And now we're about to turn our red wigglers loose into this one. Try to look at it and make sure that most of them look like they're alive, which seems to be the case. They will work their way down in, and these guys will get some grass clippings later on as well from the yard. And then once we actually finally get our garden going, they'll have plenty of nice fresh food scraps getting tossed to them as well. They'll still get food scraps, just won't be quite as hardy as if we had our own garden going. But we're gonna turn loose these mat crawlers next. And we'll take a look at those, make sure they're all alive. These guys get a lot bigger than the red wigglers. All in a ball there. But they are all alive and well. Looking a little dry. They got them to me pretty fast. But I'm gonna go fill up my jug and give both bins just a little bit more water. These guys are excited, I'm sure. That is what we are growing them for. We're going to, obviously we're growing them for their compost as well, but every time once we start getting these bins really nice and full, then I can just start scooping out worms by the bucket load and just bringing them into the chicken coop and letting them have at it. So it's a lot of things we're gonna be doing for the chickens this year. As far as food wise, the worms is just the first thing we are getting to. And yeah, it's exciting. We're gonna be doing a lot this year. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that like button and subscribe if you'd like to support our channel, and we'll see you guys in the next one. So I just got done giving them some water, and as you can see, our drain is working really well on both of them. And I do want to add in to say that is probably the most important thing to do if you want to start a worm bin, is make sure it drains adequately. Worms breathe through their skin, so in a sense, if their bins and their living situation stays too wet, they will drown. And that is how my previous worms died. But I just wanted to add that in there on why it's so important that the drain works well. And now I'm about to cut up some more of the shade cloth and lay it in on top of it, and that'll help keep the sun right off of them, drying their beds out super dry as well. So that is all. See you in the next one.